Let's start the program. Japanese Trader Radio Part.063. Today is June 14, 2026, Sunday by Gift and Craft. 1 FX, 1 surveillance, 1 price movement, 1 this week's bid price of the target currency pair, Euro dollar, from 1.152 to 1.157. The euro rose to 1.1575 on expectations of an end to the war with Iran, but then fell back to 1.1513 due to the impact of the ECB's interest rate hike. However, immediately afterward, the euro surged to 1.1590 in response to concrete progress toward ending the war, such as the US halting its attack on Iran and is currently holding high around 1.1570 with upper shadows on the candlestick chart. 1112, this week's bid price movement of all currency pairs. Dollar yen 0 pips, euro yen plus 7 pips, pound yen plus 100 pips, euro dollar plus 50 pips, pound dollar plus 60 pips, euro pound minus 10 pips. 112 economic indicators. 1121 this week's economic indicators. 10th Wednesday 2030 the US inflation rate YOY 2.9%. 11th Thursday 2115 EU ECB interest rate decision 2.4%. 1122 next week's economic indicators. 16th Tuesday 12 Japan BOJ interest rate decision. 17th Wednesday 2130 the US retail sales MOM. 18th Thursday 3 the US Fed interest rate decision. 18th Thursday 20 the UK BOE interest rate decision. 113 this week's news and events that seem to be factored in. Hopes for the end of the Iran war. SpaceX IPO. 1 that don't seem to be factored in. The outcome of the Iran war and trends in US stocks. 114 next week's FX trading strategy and tactics. This week, the euro didn't continue the downward trend of the euro from last week, but instead traded higher. Looking at this week's daily chart, it appears that the dollar yen rebounded at the moving average below the candlestick, and the euro dollar and pound dollar fell back at the moving average above the candlestick. From a technical analysis perspective, I expect the US dollar to rise next week, which will consequently cause the euro dollar, for which I currently hold a short position, to decline. On the other hand, from a fundamental analysis perspective, I was wrong to adopt the analyst's opinion that price fluctuations related to the situation in Iran would end. If news breaks that the war in Iran has ended, there is an avoidable risk that the euro will surge against the dollar. However, since the expectation of an end to the war is largely priced into, I will refrain from hastily cutting my losses. 1-2 order number 26. Number 26 new order. Euro dollar sell. Fundamental analysis. I believe the euro's temporary rise was likely due to the US request to halt the attacks, but since I've already entered the interest rate market phase, I saw this an excellent entry opportunity. Technical analysis. The upward movement in price after a sharp rise has clearly become sluggish. New order 1.15365. Stop order 1.160. The stop loss is deep, but it's a resistance line. Limit order 1.1435, the recent low on the weekly chart at the Bollinger Band -2 sigma. Dissenting opinion of the whole. If a ceasefire is declared, there is a risk that the dollar buying tactics used in times of crisis will reverse, leading to stop loss orders. Judgment as a result, from a geopolitical standpoint, the possibility of peaceful resolution to the conflict in the Middle East has diminished, creating a market environment where war is less likely to be viewed as a significant factor. 2 stock, 2-1 surveillance, 2-1-2 holding brands surveillance, 4858 Power X, Monday 2726, Friday 2562. 998 Source of Fan Group, Monday 6976, Friday 6472. 4028 Axel Space Holdings, Monday 709, Friday 680. 23 Order, Buying 5058 Geekly, operating profit has doubled and business is booming. The outlook for the recruitment industry is bright. Currently, funding is flowing into AI-related manufacturing industries, but I believe that AI talent recruitment agencies will experience significant growth as the base of AI expands. The immediate profit target is 2,200 yen. 4028 Axel Space Holdings. The listing of SpaceX on the stock exchange has brought increased attention to the space industry. Furthermore, support for the Japanese space industry has progressed, including amendments to the Space Activities Act. The target for taking profits is around the peak price of 1,100 yen immediately after listing. 3. Others. 3.1. Decluttering my applications and quotas. I'm so busy meeting quotas that I didn't have time to organize and tidy up my surroundings. So I decided to delete apps from my smartphone to reduce my workload. 3.2. My change of policy regarding quitting alcohol. Up until now, I've been keeping a record in my notebook of the days I didn't alcohol. My drinking alcohol for even one day will reset my consecutive days without drinking. To increase my motivation to quit drinking, I decided to skip occasional drinking sessions and continue keeping a record. Thank you for listening. Bye!